Have you ever paused for a moment to truly appreciate the astonishing diversity of the animal kingdom? It's incredible when you think about the unique adaptations and behaviors that different species have developed to survive in their environments. I mean, let's take a little journey through some of the most fascinating creatures on our planet together, shall we? First up, let's talk about the cheetah, the fastest land animal out there. Picture this. A cheetah can reach speeds of up to 75 miles per hour in just a few seconds. That's like a car zooming down the highway. But here's the kicker. They can only maintain that speed for short bursts, covering distances of about 1,500 feet. It's all about the chase for them, and when it comes to sprinting, they are truly unmatched. But while speed is impressive, it's not always the most dangerous animal in the kingdom. That title goes to the tiny mosquito. Yes, you heard me right. These little pests are responsible for more human deaths each year than any other animal, mainly due to the diseases they carry like malaria and dengue fever. It's a stark reminder that sometimes the most dangerous creatures come in the smallest packages. Who would have thought that a creature so small could have such a big impact? Now, let's soar high above the ground and talk about the common swift. This remarkable bird can fly for up to 10 months without landing, sleeping while in flight. Can you imagine never touching the ground for that long? They only return to land when it's time to breed. That's some serious dedication to the skies. And while we're on the subject of flying, let's not forget about bees. These busy little pollinators are responsible for pollinating over 30% of the world's crops. Without them, our food supply would be in serious trouble. So next time you see a bee buzzing around, remember they are not just annoying little insects. They are vital to our ecosystem and our very survival. Shifting gears, let's dive into the world of the Goliath bird eater, the largest spider on Earth. With a leg span that can reach up to 12 inches, this spider is not for the faint of heart. But don't worry, it's not out to get you. In fact, it spends most of its time in the trees, just like the sloth, which spends 98% of its life hanging out in the treetops. Sloths are masters of energy conservation, moving slowly to avoid drawing attention from predators. It's a laid-back life, but it works for them. Speaking of social creatures, did you know that otters hold hands while they sleep? It's true. They do this to prevent drifting apart in the water, showcasing a bond that's truly heartwarming. And then we have the rooster, who can actually deafen itself by crowing too loudly. But in a clever twist, they tilt their heads back to avoid this fate. Nature has a way of balancing things out, doesn't it? Let's take a moment to appreciate the male seahorse, the only male in the animal kingdom that gives birth. They carry eggs in a special pouch until they hatch, flipping the script on traditional roles in the animal world. And if we're talking about unique defense mechanisms, horned lizards can shoot blood from their eyes. It's a surprising and frightening display that helps them deter predators. Nature has some wild tricks up its sleeve. Now, let's dive into the depths of the ocean with the Mexican axolotl, a creature renowned for its remarkable regenerative abilities. It can regrow limbs and even parts of its heart and brain. Scientists are studying these amazing creatures for potential advancements in regenerative medicine. And speaking of the ocean, did you know giant octopuses have 3 hearts and 9 brains? Each tentacle has a mini brain that allows it to move independently. Talk about multitasking. On land, ostriches are no joke either. They can deliver a kick powerful enough to kill a lion. So, While they may be flightless birds, they certainly pack a punch. And let's not forget dolphins, known for their intelligence and social behavior. They've been observed using tools like marine sponges to protect their snouts while foraging. Plus, they have unique whistles that serve as names for their pod members. It's like they have their own language. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate the beauty of honey. Did you know that honey never spoils? Archaeologists have discovered pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old and still perfectly edible. That's some serious staying power. And ants, those tiny but mighty creatures, can lift objects up to 50 times their body weight. It's all about teamwork and strength in numbers. As we explore further, let's talk about kangaroos. They can't walk backward due to their anatomy, which is why they're featured on Australia's coat of arms alongside the emu, which also can't walk backwards. It's a quirky fact that showcases the uniqueness of these animals. And then there's the heart of a shrimp, which is located in its head. Just imagine that for a second. Some turtles can even breathe through their butts, a process known as cloacal respiration. It's a fascinating adaptation that allows them to absorb oxygen from water while submerged. And crows? They are incredibly intelligent birds, capable of using tools and recognizing human faces. They even hold grudges against people who wrong them. Talk about a memory. Let's wrap up with some incredible facts about the blue whale. Its heart is so enormous that a small child could swim through its arteries. It's a reminder of the sheer size and majesty of these gentle giants. And finally, let's not forget about the quokka, known as the world's happiest animal, due to its perpetual smile-like expression. They're a reminder that joy can be found in the simplest of things. So the next time you encounter an animal, take a moment to appreciate the extraordinary adaptations and behaviors that make them unique. Whether it's the speed of a cheetah, the deadly bite of a mosquito, or the heartwarming bond of otters, the animal kingdom is full of surprises waiting to be discovered. Nature is truly amazing, and there's so much more to learn and explore. So let's keep our curiosity alive and continue to marvel at the wonders of the natural world.